Last night was a blood sugar, I'm not sure. This pain isn't getting better, it's getting worse. Better blue pill, when should I take first? Drugs got me numb, heart beating through my shirt. Off the Eddie pill, I'ma fuck it till she famous. House in the hills, my neighbors gon' be famous. But we're gonna problem, in love with being faded. Being the out the back of the clock, he swear he didn't need it. Think I'm really tweaking, started a delinquent. Foes get deleted, thinking why you speaking. Better have a reason, I spaz for no reason. I don't know the meaning, I'm switching up the sequence. Time to plan, but I can't help it. I'm so selfish, nightmares wanna take over when I'm at it. Don't gotta say a word, no, I get it. By the silence, I know, get the message. Damn it, I'm relapsing, made me crashing. Past tense and past tense, can't forget it. Can't figure out that I don't get it. Don't wanna fall in love, no, but you let me. Damn it, I'm relapsing, made me crashing. Past tense and
Triage, nigga. You got triage.
Three eyes.
But
For
you
your
could never see eye. You did.
Yeah. You know what time it is, man. I'm back at it. My nigga Cash, he back at it. So
Yes,
you know
sir. If Jesus turned water into wine, and I can turn them pussy into diamonds.
And Jesus can turn the water to wine, and I can turn this to wine.
You did. I forgot to bleep mine out.
Right.
Right.
New album and shit. Shout out Smoke Dizzy. Got a motherfucking track from J. Cole and Gucci Mane. Unexpected as fuck. I don't know where that came from, but it
I don't
came.
know. But it came. It just came. I don't think we were supposed to know. I think it just was supposed to just come.
Just came out of nowhere. Just fell out there. Fell out of the motherfucking sky.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Some fallen angels type shit. It's crazy.
Now,
It's literally fucking crazy.
Now, as I sit here clicking on this internet,
What you got for us, 5B?
been browsing around, taking a gander around these old maps, and you know, this map right here is actually from it published 1758. And,
Damn,
you know, I
okay.
haven't checked out this map, but I'm going from the 1700s all the way back to the 1500s, just to show people what America was looking like. You know,
That's crazy, man. Ain't none of the shit they showed us in geography class, man. What the fuck is going on?
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see these maps. But as you can see, this was the Six Nations. The Six Nations. I wonder who those Six Nations were. Oh, we know who those Six Nations were. The ones that made the 13 colonies. Yeah. So as we look, what do we see? This is the thing about all of this. This is what you want to pay attention to. See, they want you to pay attention to shit like Illinois, Virginia, as you can see right here, Virginia, Pennsylvania. You got Maryland here. You know, you start going up here, you got shit like, what's this? What the fuck is this supposed to be? New England. That's what this is. New England right here. Nova Scotia. What the fuck is Nova Scotia? Oh, that's New Scotland. Yeah. Nova Scotia is New Scotland. You know what I'm saying? There goes Newfoundland right there. Newfoundland. You know? There goes New Britain. Look, this is 1754, so I'm glad I went here because it's already showing out the shit that I've been trying to show. So you got New Britain up here. Nova Scotia, which is really New Scotland. You know what I'm saying? You got Newfoundland right here. You got New England right here. You know? And you got some of these states over here lingering around. This is New York right here.
They got Huron's Lake and shit right there. And
Huron's Lake, Michigan's Lake, you know. Upper Lake, which was called Lake Superior before they tried to rename it for the first time, but it was
Man,
always called Superior. Lake Erie, which was also renamed. Lake Ontario, which is also renamed. You know, but let's zoom out a little bit, see if we can find a little more. It looks like they won't show you, but up here would be, in this area would be the New Wales, New North Wales, and New South Wales. They will be over in that area. You know, it's some good. So I got an app that'll actually translate all of this right here for me, even though it's a picture. And I may actually pull that up for a couple people so we can read up on that. But that's not what we're here for, so I'm not going to go into that right now. But right here, chick tock, chick. What's that? Chickasaws. What's that? Chick tock chicks. I don't know who it is, but here you go. These are tribe names right here. Twig Tweez. You know what I'm saying? You got different tribe names right here. This is why I'm to a couple people, because it got tribe names all over these maps. But this obviously is a map of 1754. I got some older maps that show it even more. See, look, you got Cherokees right here. You know what I'm saying? So this is how I know it is tribe, because there's tribe names that we do know. Here you go, Choctaws. People always talk about the Choctaw Creeks. There you go. I'm telling you, they're over here. But this is in the area of the Carolinas. See, this is South Carolina, connected to Florida, in which South Carolina was taking over. Because Florida, this is all Florida. All of this is Florida, which you'll find out shorter in these older maps. Louisiana as well. All of this was Florida. All of that's Florida.
Literally showing you some of these spots was named after the fucking the tribes. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Upper Creeks right here. Chickasaws. The Choctaw right here. Cat Indians. I don't know who they is, but they say Cat Indians. You know what I'm saying? What is that? Yorzals and Corvid. Look, and Cavoys destroyed. Yazals and Cavoys destroyed. So they letting you know that they destroyed a tribe over here.
You know what I'm saying?
Cavoys destroyed.
Hey, over that Chickasaw, is that up? That say Upper Michigan? What that say?
No, I say Upper Creek. Upper Creeks. This is the Upper Creeks right here. So this is an Upper Creek. The Creeks are also a tribe. So you got Crees and you got Creeks.
Oh, that's say okay. I had to see that clearly. I was like, okay.
You got North Carolina right here. Cherokees, the North Carolina Cherokees right here. So this is just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We got Virginia right here mainly. You know what I'm saying? Look, you got Kaskakias. You know what I'm saying? It's all types of names right here. Like, you come here and you start dissecting names, you find some names in your, and when you go back and do your etymologies, go back and do your genealogy, you see a couple of names. So we go Mississippi River right here. Mississippi River. You know what I'm saying?
The legendary Mississippi River.
Right there, separating Louisiana and Florida. Even though all of this is Florida, the Mississippi River ran through Florida. Look at that, mouths of the Mississippi right here. Right there, look. What is that? New Orleans.
Right above the Gulf of Mexico too. That's crazy.
Yeah. New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showing them. So this is just one map. Let's go back a little more. Let's go look at some other maps. This ain't the only map. That's a solid map though. I haven't even looked at that map. I just wanted to click on it because I wanted to show the 1700s before I go into the 1600s. So let's look at probably one more map of the 1700s. And then I'm going to show y'all a 1720s map of how big Louisiana was before the colonizers fully, pretty much when the French colonized this area and called it Louisiana. And then you will have the colonized area of the 13 original colonies, you know? So let's see.
Man, that's why you got a lot of them Louisianans, people that live out there speaking that broken French, that Creole.
Yep. Exactly. You're right on the money with that. Creole.
That Creole.
And But look, you know, I love to look at all this shit. This is South America right now, you know. So I don't really know too much about the South Americas. I haven't delved too much in there, but there you go. You got Brasilia right here. This map is, let's see what's the date on this map before we dive too far. Let's see if they got a date on it. So,
America. What that say?
look at that. They got some Indians on here. They got some Indians right there, you know, doing their thing on the motherfucking thing, you know what I'm saying?
It said the America, the Meridios. What is that?
America Meridionalis.
Meridianalis.
I don't know what that is. Accuratissima?
Acratisma.
Accuratissima. Accuratissima. But yeah. Hold on. Hey, well, we here to look at the mappy. So this is what the land I was telling you about they was fighting over, so they really didn't have a name. As you can see, it's called Terra Firma, which just means earth. You know what I'm saying? Earth area, just the area of earth. You know what I'm saying? You got Guyana right here, so they did name this. So
Oh
Guyana,
shit, they got that's damn near Guyana right there.
that's what it is. Guyana, that's what it's called. They got Guyana right here.
I was about to say they got Guyana on that bit. That's crazy.
But right next to Guyana is called Terra Firma. As you see, they don't have the name that's currently there right here.
Yeah.
So fighting over all this. Guyana ended up fighting, still keeping their name, but they still got them the same color as Terra Firma, which lets you know they was fighting them. These are the people that was fighting to take over. You see what I'm saying? So all these red shits like this one right here, and the same thing going on right here. This say Nalis, Nalis. But let's see what else. It got like I know it got more in the name, but I just gotta find it. Okay, so this is the Marianalis. Remember we was reading that with the name we was just reading down here? That's what that is. That's what that Nalis is. This is part of that, the Nalis right here. So it's just a part of America Meridionalis. Never mind. So this continent, ignore the Nalis for this area of the red right here. So I'm guessing the name of this place is Paraguay. Paraguay, which is still there, right? Paraguay is still out there. Paraguay, Paraguay. So I believe Paraguay is still there. I have heard of that name. Peru, we got Peru right here. You know what I'm saying? Got Brasilia right there.
Good old Peru.
But this is what we here for right here. Look at that. Hispania Nova.
Hold on, we're at. I can't even see.
Right here. HIS. See, look, I'll look and zoom in as far as this. But if you look right here with my
trying to find your cursor. Oh, okay, right there.
Yep. So Hispania, Hispania, and then Nova right here.
Hispania. Oh yeah, here we go. Nova.
Hispania Nova. So that lets you know the you know what I'm saying, the Hispanics came, the Spanish they was under their movement already at this time. See what I'm saying?
And then what it say right there? What it say inside of there? It say Mexican. I can't even see that. Mexicana.
Oh, right here. It say Mexican. It's pretty what Mexican, but that's what Mecoacan, something like that. MECOACAN.
Yeah.
But Mexico is right next to it. This is Mexico right next to it.
That lets you know. Yeah.
Saying says Mexico. So it's letting you know Mexico, but the colonizers named it Hispania Nova.
And that's crazy. That's where you get Hispanic. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So the Spanish, remember the Spanish was down in the south before they came up north, you know? What the fuck is making that damn noise? All right,
man.
So the pretty much new, man, this shit pissing me off. What the fuck is that for? Sorry.
And it's crazy too because when you go into Spain and then you look at Mexico, you know what I'm saying? Them is two different. You know what I'm saying? They two different type of Spaniards in a way. Cause you know what I'm saying? Spain is the Spaniards. Mexico speaks Spanish, but they Hispanic. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's really two different entities in a way.
No, they ended up branching out and slightly changing as they came over here and colonized shit. So
for sure. But you got a lot of
Spanish natives came from Spain.
You got a lot of Hispanics that don't even associator, you know what I'm saying? They don't really you know what I'm saying, put themselves in the same category as Spain or Spaniards. And I can see why, because when you look at some of the Spain, when you look at Spain and some of the Spaniards and shit like that, some of their skin tone is like lighter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When they was doing a takeover and shit like that, because they was saying Spain did a takeover. When they was taking over, they was making certain people speak their language. And when you look at Hispanics, they don't look nothing like Spaniards. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Right.
why they call Hispanics, and then they're called Spaniards. So they really don't have no type of correlation in a way.
No, I'm saying they that name they don't have no correlation, understandably. But you already said it. They came over there and they did what they did, and that's
Yeah,
why it's
yeah.
called.
They
That's why it's
colonize.
called Hispania Nova, because that's what the Spaniards called it. That's the whole reason why Span is in it.
Oh
But
yeah, no, for sure.
but
Yeah, because they was doing a takeover, so they still indoctrinating they, you know what I'm saying, they culture into other culture. So
right.
they gon'
So
and then they made them speak their language.
yeah, fuck, shit pissing me the
That's why I'm
fuck
just like,
off.
that's crazy just seeing this map. Cause I be talking to Hispanics all the time, and you know what I'm saying, they do not even want you to associate them at all with Spaniards at all. Y'all getting the history, man. 101. Y'all getting the history. Damn, bro. Tapped out, but he gonna be back in. You know what I'm saying? But since he out, let's just, you know what I'm saying, let's study this map real quick. Let's see what's going on. That's say right here, California. Oh shit, the map done popped out. Then we just finna dive deep into it. We're just finna dive deep into it.
Man, bro, that shit pissed me off. Like, what the fuck?
Gang, back in this thing.
Put this shit back on the damn screen. Pissed me
Damn, I was
off.
trying to still when you went out, they still had the map on there, and then it's just that shit just suddenly just disappeared. I'm like, that's fucked up.
Because I couldn't get back on without reloading the page, so I had no choice. But
Oh
this shit
yeah,
right here is what I wanted to talk about right here. This right here is just look at this. This is 17. What is the map? Hold on, let me go down. This map was published in 1709. Question mark. They believe around 1709, which is fine. You could say it was 1703. I wouldn't have gave a damn. You could say 1700 flat. That's cool and all, right? Why in the hell do y'all got California separated? Why
that's
do
what I.
they still
That's
have the idea that California is an island around this time? You see what I'm saying?
man.
So
Before you
this right
just went
here
out,
lets you
I was
know
just saying
that
that.
the people were making this map. There's only two ways this can go. Either the person that's making this map did not see what's over here yet, which can be understandable because he didn't draw too much of this shit, right? It's either that, right? Or you just don't want to tell how much land California owns. And the reason why I come to the second conclusion is because you have shit like this. So let's hit the F11 on this right quick. And let's just type in the Google search 1595 world map. So this map I'm about to pull up is 100 years before this one. At least 100 years before this map. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's zero excuses as to why you would think that motherfucker's still an island when you got a map. This is a 1630 map. We ain't going to. I'm going to go to the 1595 one because the 1595 one is just even more like really, bro. You know what I'm saying?
1595. That's crazy. Now, mind you, they say California only been around for like 100+ some years. You see that
You know what I'm saying?
bullshit?
And that's how they do, man. Of course, y'all gonna sit up here. All right. Hold up, man. I forgot Brave is actually working with the people, so that's why they don't actually show you good maps. I forgot they working with the people too. Brave not shit. Brave trash. But let me get to this damn thing. Y'all really acting like I can't go find this. Like, stop playing with me. The world in 1595. This is another map. Go back. I'm about to say. View the image. Like, what are y'all doing? Look at this shit. They won't even let me zoom in on this. See what I'm saying? They don't want me to go in. Cause what the fuck going on? Let me go back, man. Cause y'all, this right here is that shit I be talking about, bro. Like, you can't sit up here and tell me this is all you can get. Like, stop playing. Thank you. And even then, they still don't want to go in even more than that.
They won't let you download them?
I gotta zoom in like that. No, we ain't gonna download it. But look at this shit. Look at California. This is all I wanted to show. Because this is why they didn't want me to show it, because they knew it was going to go in on the ass. So why is California connected in 1595? Albion. Nova Albion. New Albion. California.
Put your cursor on it.
You see my cursor right here going in circles?
Damn, what the fuck is this new cursor?
Hold on.
Are you?
Oh, okay. Here, I'm gonna share this tab instead. Okay, that's dope. I was sharing the wrong tab and open it up in another picture. So here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we good. Right, I see.
Let me control mine so I can show the world. I'm glad you commentating so people can see. Well, let's zoom out so I can show everybody this is a world fucking map in 1595. It's a 1595 world map.
Man,
1595, and we know that they made it over here because they say that Christopher Columbus made it over here in 1492, right?
Exactly.
So we know this motherfucker's been over here, and I can't, for the life of me, find a map in 1492. But they made it over here, and y'all know you used the map to get over here, but I can't find no maps of 1500, 1505. Like I can't find none of those. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. Y'all don't. This is why the Alexandria Library was burnt down. We're seeing the proof right here. This is why. Because they had all the maps. They had all of them. The ones that they do not want to show y'all. So look at this.
All the artifacts.
Asia. They on here. What do they call Asia? This is why I do this. Because, you know, we got a lot of people that get mad. Oh, y'all from over here. Y'all, when they get mad, when they tell them where they really came from. What does it say over here? In Asia. India Orientalis. Asia. India Orientalis. So
India Orientalis. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And look at how close it is to America. If you know that these motherfuckers were very close. You could have just hopped on the boat. You'd have made it over here. From this back area. See what I'm saying? So you got a lot of them that have been migrating their asses over here into the American lands.
Is that no, that's
this
not
is America right here.
No, I'm saying where that Nova is that Lebanon? What's that say? Nova?
No, that's Nova Albion. Nova Albion.
Okay.
And that's right there to California. Cali is right.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
It's connected. It's fucking connected. Man. So why were y'all up here just, oh, it's an island, oh, it's an island, oh, it's an island. You know why? Because y'all heard about the stories of Queen Califia. Why else would you think it was an island if you did not hear about the stories of Queen Califia on Califia Island having her Amazonian women?
Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, while California was disconnected, there were still islands of California around California, which is I know you know about because you're out in California. So you heard about the islands of California that's just right around California. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't show up on maps because they're that fucking small. You feel me? But they're there. And then you have an area of California that we know now as Baja California. You know about Baja California?
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Yep, in the Mexican side of California. But that's where this is. That's the bottom half of that. All of that was California. Even the Baja area. All of that was still California. That's why they got the name California on it. You know what I mean? But to each his own. Now let's go look at it. That's 1595. You feel me? That's what we was there for. I'm just there to show y'all that was 1595.
They got a I think a Baja Beach. Ooh.
Yep. So let's go back. We did a lot of searching and get to that. Let's go back here. Let's go back into this map one more time and look at them just cap on California. Just look at them capping on California. You know what I'm saying? So you capped on California because you're colonizing this place. You see what I'm saying? You're taking it over. You're taking lands for yourself. You're constantly at war with people in this area, which leads to this area. So a lot of y'all wasn't able to exactly draw how this looked over here. So this is why y'all do shit like this. Put this shit right in the area of important spots.
America.
So what's going on right here?
Trying to confuse you niggas.
All the detail, which is why I'm zooming in on Florida. Look at that. Florida. Right there. But then look, what we got here, we did that Hispanova, right? But what do we have here?
And you see how much Florida taking over
Mexico. You see it? Nova, Mexico. New Mexico. You got New Mexico right here.
Exactly. That's crazy. What do Nova mean? I'm curious to see what Nova mean.
Nova means new. Nova means new.
I wonder if that translates as new. You know what I'm saying?
Nova means new. So New Mexico. And that's why I say it's crazy, because why is that Nova Mexico, right? But then when I come over here and I see all these islands, all these lands, and they be saying new this, new that. And mind you, look at how they did this map right here. Look at how they did it. This is a 1795 map. Or it came out in 1780 something. I'm gonna go back and look at it so everybody can see it. But look at this shit. Look at how much water they got going over here. They got Virginia small as hell. They don't, like, my man's was so fucked up on this map, he couldn't even put all this shit in here. See what I'm saying? I'm just showing people these maps because this is what the fuck they did. Look at Canada.
Yeah, I was just about to go to that. Canada.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is a map. Let's go back.
And that's a Nova Brazil, New Brazil over there, right next to Canada.
Right there. But you know, we're gonna go back again. This map was 1709. So I give my man's benefit of the doubt. He really ain't know what the hell he was doing. He was just doing his best. He was just doing what he thought was right. You know what I mean? Now let's look at this one. This is a 1770 map. I never seen this map. You know what I'm saying? So this is 17. Let's look at the date on this one. 1770 something. 1770 something is what they give me on this. But look on this map.
Is that what it says? 1770 something?
They didn't put a question mark on it because they don't know exactly what the date of it. 1770 question mark. But look at California. It's connected in this one, but they count it as a part of New Mexico. So they conquered. So New Mexico, the Mexicans that was coming up out of there, the Spaniards and the people that came and colonized, right? They came and they ended up finally taking over California. And now they finally show you it's connected. After the New Mexico took it over, right? Right? But what do we have here? We also have them claiming to have taken over the ends of Florida. But look, they still call it Florida. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just showing this is 1700. So this is later on when they're continuing their colonization. They're continuing their plasters. So I'm kind of going forwards to backwards. I'm going back in time slowly. So you got Florida here. You know what I'm saying? You got Virginia right here. You got Georgia. You know what I'm saying? You got New Orleans. You got Georgia. You got Carolinas. You got Virginia. You got Maryland. You got the new things that they were doing. That's why I said right here, New Inglaterra, which is pretty much New England, New Scotland, Newfoundland. You got all of them right here. You know what I'm saying? You got all of this shit up here, which is cool, right? But
Crazy.
this is just crazy to show you how hard New Mexico is going. This is Mexico moving into New Mexico after colonization that happened down here in South America. See what I'm saying? So all this is important. This is just a map to show you what the fuck is going on. You can go and read about all this shit in your own time to find out who these people were in these times and eras. But to look at the map will just give people a little idea of what the hell was going on out here. So that's some 1700s maps. And I liked how we ended off with a 1771 to kind of show you how deep they were. How far they got. Now I'm about to show you it going backwards. So it's going to slowly, what you've seen how big it got, that New Mexico got, you're going to see it decrease to the point that New Mexico doesn't even exist in America. I'm going to show you that New Mexico wasn't even in America in early 1500s. It wasn't even there in the early 1500s. So this is my proof to let you know that the colonizers came and did what they did even in Mexico and continue to move forward. You know what I'm saying? The Spanish continue to move forward and run into the French, and they both continue to have wars. The French and the Spanish had wars before the English was always fighting. You see what I'm saying? So we had an all-out war. The people from Florida, the Indians of Florida, was being attacked by everyone. Mexicans, the Englishmen, the Danish, the British. You know what I'm saying? The Spanish. They were being attacked by everyone. This is why we couldn't survive. This is why our people ended up being enslaved and shit like that. Because there was too many of y'all up against us. There's way too many of y'all against us.
High power.
Nations upon nations upon nations of people going against us. This is why y'all took it over. And y'all so in love with war that y'all ended up fighting yourselves over this motherfucker. Y'all ended up fighting each other over this motherfucker.
Exactly.
After y'all three got y'all asses together, Canada, colonizers of America and Mexico, after y'all got y'all asses together to try to take this whole motherfucker over, then the colonizers of America pushed y'all asses up out of here. And now Canada's Canada and Mexico's Mexico where it currently stands. But that's that. But let's go back. You know what I'm saying? Let's do 1600s. 1699. All of this shit right here is on Library of Congress. You can go pull all this up for yourself. And I downloaded all this shit, so they can't even delete it if they wanted to, because I got it. I ain't allowing y'all to wipe shit else from me. I got it all. So now,
on your line, on your own. You're
this right here, the 1600 maps are pretty damn interesting, might I say.
And this shit called what? Library? You said library what?
Library of Congress.
Library of Congress, man.
.gov. So you know it's a government site. It's made by them. All this shit is, you know what I'm saying? It's official. It's official. It's a whole lot of shit that is official that they didn't put up here, but we ain't getting into that. I'll go to that site after. But let's just well, this map, this one kind of like that don't show enough. Let's go to one that shows some shit. Like this one. This one shows some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nova etericet terratem et what the bidder wood. Don't know what the hell that say. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I just acted like I knew what the fuck it was for a second. Now let's go full screen. What do we have over here? California. And would you look at that? It's connected. It's connected. Yes, that's a river. Look, what is this? Tantotiac. I don't know what the fuck that means. Tantotiac into California. You know?
See how small that land is at that point, though.
But look at California. It's actually a nice amount of size.
Nah, could not compare to them other maps you just put up. They grew in size back then. It wasn't even
No,
that
no,
big.
that's no. That what I'm saying is, you see, they got it cut off. You see how they got it cut off? You see?
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is then. Cause I was about to say
Yeah,
that shit
that's what
grew in
it is. They
size on
ain't
them
showing
other
the
maps.
rest. Right, yeah, they
Cause
just ain't showing the rest of it. All this shit, California, all of that. But I
word.
was just showing how they showing that it's connected. You see, I got the Gulf right here. See what I'm saying? But mind you, the people that made this map is already here. They already in this area. They in this land. So they know it. You can clearly tell when the colonizers are making a map because they make California an island. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
Because they ain't made it over here yet. You gotta remember they're coming from the east to the west, right? So they don't really know everything over here. They're not, and everybody not sharing everything with them. You see what I'm saying?
That's why to this day they say they could be their own country. You know what I'm saying? They still kind of put hints out there.
California and Florida. Florida can technically get all their land back. But the only way they can get their land back is if the actual real native people of this land, which is why I'm moving over to Florida. You see how fucking big Florida is? Florida, right here, clear as day, all to the mountains. Florida was everything up to the first mountains up here, all the way down to the mountains over here. This was Florida, bro. All this shit was fucking Florida. And then you start having other things pop up. You see, like you got Tagil, which is in Florida. That's why Florida is a bigger bold letter than Tagil. So you're letting you know that these are just places inside Florida. You see what I'm saying? Then you got Nova Granada, which turns into New Mexico. This is when the Mexicans started coming up here. The Spanish Mexicans.
That makes sense because
See what I'm saying?
Granada, that's a Spanish name. If you think about Granada Grande, and you know what I'm saying, that's a Spanish name. So that make a lot of sense.
And this is before, see, look, like they called it Nova Hispania. This is before they started calling it Mexico again. When they first came through this motherfucker, they was just naming everything new. So New Hispania, New Hispania. You see what I'm saying? Then they got New Granada.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then the other colonizers started coming over here. They started making those New Englands, the New Scotlands. You know what I'm saying? New Canada, New France. All of that shit was popping up because it was doing the same shit. All these motherfuckers from the same area. You feel me? All of them was all bunched up in the same area over there. So that's like all these motherfuckers that got together, got up in arms, and went and did what they did. Started taking this motherfucker over, bro.
Start taking that shit over because if you look at even in that certain region of the East Coast, and when you look over there like Maryland, Boston, and all that, it's all of them over there. You know what I'm saying? It was some same Englishman that was taking over that particular part. So that shit makes sense like a motherfucker.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? This is shit they don't want nobody to see right here, but they just know they want nobody gonna look it up. But we cracking codes now. You know what I'm saying?
Cracking.
So this is just, you know what I'm saying? As you see, this is just the south of America. But it's a clear cut to show you how America was being colonized around this time. Because Florida, which I'm going to show you, was bigger than this. Florida stretched all of this. All of this shit was Florida. They didn't call it America. Like the people there, they call all of this shit America. Like the whole continent was America. You see what I'm saying? But they called this land Florida before Granada got here. You know what I'm saying? This was all Florida, and this was California. California was there. Florida was here. So I'm gonna go show y'all some more maps. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna get to the nitty gritty today. We gonna get to the fucking nitty gritty. We ain't hiding back. Look, created, published 1600. The year 1600. This is a map of 1600. You know, you gotta say it a couple times for motherfuckers, bro. California was its own entity. Florida was its own entity. 1600. You had the Spaniards coming up here doing what they was fucking doing. It was already being colonized around this time of 1600. That's why they got their seal right here. This is their seal. This is the Spanish seal.
Hell yeah, them is fucking tropical islands, so you can see why it was a major fight for that shit too. California and Florida.
Exactly. And then you had all, like you said, all those islands here. You got Cuba right here. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
right there. Cuba
Right.
existed with its name in the 1600s. Yes.
Still right there. Right. Exactly. Still
You
got
know what I'm saying?
its original origins.
Right. The names that they liked, they kept. The names they didn't like, they changed. That's just how it was. If they didn't like the name, they would switch it. If they did like it, they'd keep it. So let's go back some more. You know what I'm saying? That's a 1600 map. Very early fucking map. Early as shit, right? So technically, I should start from the bottom to the top because I think these are show. What year is this? Created or published in 1909, but the map is from 1688. Let's see what is this though. All right, let's full screen. You already know how we do it. And boom, what do you have here? This is where Louisiana, when the French came and took down Louisiana, when they took all this, Florida, when they took Florida and they named it Louisiana, that's why it still has a name right here, London, Florida. Even though it say Florida, we know it's the Florida right here. You know what I'm saying? It's right in the area. You see Florida right here, Cap de la Florida. That's the capital of Florida right here. You know what I'm saying? The Gulf of Mexico right here. See what I'm saying? So that shit right here. Florida. And it's even bigger at this time. It's showing
Crazy,
more.
man.
You know
Because you don't see no.
showing...
And Texas is bigger than both of them states put together, and it's right off of the Gulf of Mexico. You don't see no Texas.
And you don't even see their name on the fucking map. And you know Texas right here. You know Texas right here. You don't even see a fucking name.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You don't see
right
no
there,
Texas.
they ain't there.
But right there in plain sight.
I mean, no, Texas wasn't even a thought at the time. They didn't even think about no damn Texas. You know what I'm saying? We got this is more old shit. I'm just trying to. I haven't looked at this map too well, but yeah, you see Isle de Terra Nueve, which is Newfoundland. This is Newfoundland. We know that just from the other maps we looked at. Acadie, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's like I ain't really checked this one out. But as you can see, it's wrote in a I believe a French. I believe that's French. With all the
that's
maybe.
What that say? Lake Ontario? Oh, that's Lake.
Lake Ontario.
Lake. Okay, that's crazy. Lake. Oh yeah, because you got the Hurons right there. Then you got Erie right there.
Look at this. Look what they called Lake Michigan at the time.
Where you at?
Illinois.
What they call that shit? Oh yeah. What?
Lake Illinois. Look. Or Michigan.
Michigani. Hey, it's crazy too because if you look up like the origins of the Great Lakes and shit like that, and the origin of Michigan, it go back all the way to like Michigani. It was saying that shit like that's the original name of Michigan, Michigani.
Yep, and there go Miss Silly Mackinac. Remember that? Remember saying about that? Miss Silly Mackinac.
Wow. Up in the upper peninsula and shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kane Tolton. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? But we know that's the top part of Lake Huron. You know that one piece that branch off?
Facts.
So I didn't actually name that part, but that's what it's called. Cantoton or Manitoulin. I don't know how the fuck to say that.
Yeah, that's
Lake Michigan. Lake Superior, there it go.
Superior right there. Hold on. What's that lake? That one you went to before that? Lake what?
Lake Nipissing.
Nipissing.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know which lake that is though. You see what I'm saying?
I don't
That's
either.
Obviously not a lake. I think they're talking about this spot right here. This might be Lake Mississippi. That's the only thing I can think of. Because there's no name for it right here.
Bro, that just lets you know like how far back them lakes, you know what I'm saying, go back as far as the history and shit like that. That's why they still to this day called the Great Lakes. Because what type of history they probably really, you know what I'm saying, what the history behind them and shit. It's crazy,
Right.
bro.
I mean, like, man, I'm like,
Like,
motherfuckers don't understand, bro. These lakes are very, very powerful, bro. Like, these are some of the biggest lakes you'll ever see.
man,
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit right here, this right here is what I was talking about that just looks just like this. It looked like California. It looked like Florida was just taken out of this spot and put right here. See what I'm saying?
facts.
And it just looked like it was like, fuck that. Pick this shit up, put it at the bottom of here. But even when you look at our maps to this day, it's like that. But let me get out of this map. This map wasn't a bad map, obviously. It's just the language is so different from the other ones, it kind of threw me off.
Yeah, mad different. But shit, I could, you know what I'm saying, makes sense the further you go back.
Right, yep. And like, man, I'm telling you, like when you look at this shit, like to me, it's this shit like nostalgia, bro. It's like I'm remembering something as I look at this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I agree.
And it's like, cause look at this. Here we go. This is one of the maps that I downloaded right here. So look at there you go, Mexico right there. You see it? See Mexico right here?
Yeah. What year is this?
Okay, yeah. Let's go back. Let me see. Let's go down. This was published 1685. So this is about 5 years after that one map we just looked at. This is about 5 years after the other map we looked at. Remember the one map that we seen with New Mexico all the way up here at 1600s, right? Remember
yeah,
that?
That was spelled MESSICO as Mexico.
That one was the one that had it as Nova as Hispania. Remember it had that as Hispania.
Oh yeah. Nova Hispania.
Now they went back to the name. See, look, see here you go right here. New Spain. See?
New Spain.
New Spain. See?
Right.
Why I downloaded this map. See what I'm saying?
Man.
This shit right on the maps, bro. They put it right on the damn maps to let these niggas know. So when they come up here talking about some, oh, this, that, oh, da-da-da, oh, da-da-da, y'all colonized, y'all da-da-da. No, y'all are colonized too. Y'all are whitewashed more than us. Y'all so colonized and whitewashed that y'all don't even realize it.
Man.
You don't realize that Mexico is New Spain. You don't recognize it. The people that used to live here were darker than y'all, much darker than y'all, and y'all decided to mate with the Spaniards to not look like them. You didn't even want to look like them anymore. So yes, while you do have some of the blood in you, no one denies that you don't have the blood in you. You just been washed down real hard because you did not want it to be a part of you. Now you want it to be a part of you, which is cool. That's fine. See what I'm saying? But just realize that your ass was colonized just like the rest of us, right? And also realize that you took up arms against us. So don't try to tell us we're not native to this fucking land when New Mexico wasn't here. And I'm going to show you on the maps that your ass wasn't even here. All of this was Florida.
Nah, real
before
talk.
y'all decided to come up here and start taking shit. So look at that. California. Look, they did it again. New Albion. Now we just remember the map we saw with New Albion, right? Look how they're not showing the land connected to America. And then you got California. All of this is California. You see the name right there. There you go. Look at that. California. California.
Martin, Padel, Marquez. Okay, yeah. So you still got a lot of Spanish names over there in California as far as the cities. I'm looking at some of these names. Severia, Patando, Ardi del Quez.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So while they trying to keep it from the other people, and they got them niggas thinking that this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, not really connected. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the French, not the French, but the Spanish. You see what I'm saying? The Spanish they came up here and took all this. You see what I'm saying?
Because California literally on these maps look like its own island. It look like that motherfucker was all the way over there. You know what I'm saying? Compared to North America. So when these niggas be talking about, oh, well, y'all took our land and shit like that, it's like, nigga, California is a different California than what you think it really is. Exactly. It's not even really where you think it is on the map. You know what I'm saying?
And it was colonized. California was colonized.
And it was colonized. You know what I'm saying?
They committed genocide on the real Californians, bro. The real Californians don't live there no more.
Exactly.
They got genocided and enslaved because they were dark. They were melanated, nigga. That's why anytime y'all look up the story of Califia, she don't look nothing like y'all. Like, what are you talking about?
And then that's crazy.
And look, this is what I wanted to show you. San Diego, look. San Diego.
What did I say? PSD.
I'm just showing you how the names are still here.
Yeah, what that say? PS Dago?
Yep. But that's San Diego. The P is really just, you know what I'm saying? But that's San Diego.
Because San Diego is really Dago, so it's really PS Dago. Yep. If you really saying it in Spanish. Yeah.
Yep, they got it right there. The PS is right there. The PSs, you see them? So they
that's
got them
crazy.
all over the arenas, you know what I'm saying? Sierra, some of these, what's the names are still there. That's why I'm showing them to you. Because you might fuck around like, oh yeah, oh Sierra, I see that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They try to hide this from. But look at this shit. This is what we talking about right here. New Mexico, right? Mexico, right here, which is now called New Spain, and on this map. You know what I'm saying? They try to hide it in and just blend it in around these words. You feel what I'm saying? Look, Honduras right here. Nicaragua right here. Grenada. You know what I'm saying? Guatemala.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Tabaquio. Yucatan.
Guatemala.
You know what I'm saying? I'm showing it so people can understand this is the real map. You know what I'm saying? Cuba. Hey,
look at that shit right there, bro. That's it.
What is that? What is that?
Guatemala is in New Mexico, bro. That's crazy. Guatemala is in New Mexico. That right there is a fucking jaw dropper right there. Guatemala is in New Mexico. It's not even on the other side of, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
But yet they took it out of here and moved it over there. Because look,
and moved it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm looking at these niggas like, bro, you sure your California is the California what it is now? You sure that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You might need to go do your research. Because these niggas, and then I see why they saying that, because when you look at California, it got some of they, you know what I'm saying? They got some of they native names in there, but California ain't the California you think.
Name. That's the whole thing. Spanish names.
It was Spanish names, yeah, because they colonized your names. It colonized your names, exact. That's what I'm saying. These niggas don't get it though. But they'll mug you up and down all day, like you're in my country. No, nigga, you don't even know where your country is, nigga, and where it started, nigga.
You don't realize that this city you're talking about has already been renamed by Spanish colonizers.
By your colonizer. Exactly. You over there bigging up
y'all, by the same people that colonized y'all. Like,
exactly. You bigging up with your colonizer, then you know what I'm saying, switch.
Exactly.
And you don't even realize what it's crazy, bro.
they giving props to their colonizers, bro.
You giving props to you exactly. It's like you praising your colonizer.
And then they look at us like, you don't know your language. I'm like, wait a minute, are you serious?
Exactly.
I don't know my language, and you know yours. Could you speak in Spanish?
Because you speak in exactly
all the way from Spain.
Exactly, but then you don't want to identify with the Spaniards. But Spanish is their original language. You speaking their language. You're not even speaking you know what I'm saying, your original language. So how you? It's crazy.
And then look, Hispaniola. You know the island Hispaniola.
Hispaniola. Yep.
Right next to it. Look, Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
Hispaniola. Cuba. Jamaica. But they got it as Jamaica.
Jamaica right there.
Jamaica. That's what they got it as. Jamaica, but Jamaica.
That's crazy. I gotta tell my sister that. That's my mom to name my sister something powerful. She ain't even know.
You named her Jamaica, which is Jamaica.
It's crazy.
Jamaica.
And then if you go into
it might actually be an I There might be.
And then if you go into the Bible, I think they got Micah in the Bible too. So Micah's it got to be some type of
They called it Jamaica. It was Jamaica. Jamaica. It was as an I. Jamaica.
Jamaica, Micah. It probably can all correlate.
It's all the same. It's still all the same.
Yeah.
Micah is still from it's still the same. They just took off the beginning part.
Right. That's
Micah
correct.
is Jamaica. Lamaica, Jamaica. It's all the same. Yep. Because remember, look, I got a map that got Tierra on here. Tierra name it literally means earth. Tierra literally means earth. I didn't even know that.
That's crazy.
I looked
Wow.
at Tierra and it said the planet which resides between Mars and Venus. I was like, what?
Tierra?
That's what Tierra means.
Shit. She don't. Oh wow. They got some powerful names. They got, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of mad I ain't got one of their names.
You know what I'm saying? I got this. My name made up with shit. I just gotta make it up as I go. I just gotta put 3 different, like, I know this word mean that mean that, and that mean that. So together it mean this. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Which is still cool because you got a unique name. You just gotta go and do the roots behind the words of what your name is to really.
Nah, for sure. Because
meaning.
my name means something in French and in Spanish, because I got Hispanics that tell me, you know what I'm saying, Lamonte means it means the lover, and I guess the burning tree. I ain't like the burning tree part. I was like, all right, hold on. You know what I'm saying?
the burning tree, that's literally just your pineal gland.
It could be though.
That's the pineal gland igniting with the light. That's all that means. Hey. Because remember, the fire is intellect. So that's what it is. Hey,
you right. And then in French,
the burning bush in the Bible represented something, you know.
Right. But that's crazy because our parents sometimes they don't know what they be doing. So I'm like, and I'm talking to some people in French and from Ireland. These people from Ireland was like, "Do you know your name is a French name, Lamont, Lamonte." She said it like that. She like Lamonte. And then when I spoke to the chickens, you know what I'm saying, from El Salvador, she was like Lamonte. You know what I'm saying? That means the lover. You know what I'm saying? They say it a different way. They're like Lamonte, like that.
And you know, so that's how I know our names is from French, because when I was in French class, we all had to get a French name. And when she read my name, she was like, "No, your name's staying Devontae because that's French." I was like, "What?"
Exactly, bro.
Name? But she was like, the ONTE part is French. The Ante.
That Vonte, and that Monte. That's French right there. Yeah, we got. It's crazy, bro. They don't even know what they was doing.
What the hell? What is this? Savannah? What is Savannah doing here in America?
You talking about Savannah in Africa, Savannah?
This is Savannah in America, Savannah. Look, this is America. This is America. Savannah.
Cause you know the Savannah Desert and shit like that.
The Sahara, I know the Sahara Desert over here, but
yeah, they got the Savannah Desert. They got the Savannah Desert, the Sahara Desert, the Serengeti Plains.
Oh yeah. But look at here, bro. So let's get into it, because that's what we was doing. We started going off the Richter because
we did veer up. Yeah, we did.
And all of that. But you got the Bahama Islands right here. You got the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? You got Cuba. You got Jamaica. You got Hispaniola. You got Puerto Rico. You got more of the islands. You know what I'm saying? The Caribbean islands. The Caribbeans. You know what I'm saying? Barbados. You feel me?
Barbados.
I'm just showing you that they got all this shit. Tobago. You see me? You know when you come over here on these islands, you be seeing black people all over these damn islands. Dominican Republic. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just showing you. So all this black, you know what I'm saying? And then you start eating into all these areas, and then just start getting whiter and whiter. You're fucking right. You feel me? Because they showed you that the real Brazilians was dark. You know what I'm saying? And they went and whitewashed the Brazilians because the Brazilians used to be very dark. You know what I'm saying? All the people that were tanner, they were easier to mix with. But so we got Mexico, right? We already found out Mexico is New Spain. So let's look at all the news, right? Let's look at all the news. We got New Spain. What is this? New Bisaya. Never even heard of that. But let's look at New Mexico and how big New Mexico is. Because mind you, when they came in here, they loved that. They said, we're going to make all this Mexico. We're going to make some more Mexico, right? So even California was going to be converted into New Mexico. But because of how legendary California is, they kept the name. They didn't name this shit. California already had his name. So,
Exactly.
so let's go a little higher. Let's go a little higher. And what do we run into, Quinn? What do we run into, Cash? New North Wales. New North Wales. New South Wales.
New South
Wait a
Wales.
minute. New Mexico? Okay. New Wales? Okay. Right? No coincidence yet. That's a coincidence. Right? Wait a minute. New Britain?
New Britain.
New Britain? Okay. Wait a minute. Newfoundland?
Newfoundland. Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. What is this? New Scotland? Is that New Scotland? New SCOT. You know, it's the letters right here, but LAND. New SCOT LAND. New Scotland. And what is this? New England. What the fuck going on? Somebody ain't put it together. Wait a minute. New France.
France though. Stop playing.
Wait a minute. That's a whole lot of news. Let's count real quick. New Mexico, 1. We ain't gonna count New Bisaya because that's just that. You know what I'm saying? New Spain, 2. We gonna count North and South Wales as the one big one. 3. New Wales. New Britain, 4. Newfoundland, 5. New Scotland, 6. New England, 7. New France, 8.
They got New York right there too. That's crazy.
New York. He knew it too. He seen it. I was gonna get to them later. New York, 9. You see the York, you see the N. You know what I'm saying? In York, they letting you know New York was right here. That's 9 different new. And what we got right here? English Empire. And what is right here? What is right here? Is that Cairo or Cairo? Did you take an I out of there on purpose?
Cairo.
Is that Cairo? Is that Savannah and Cairo right there? Oh no, I'm kidding. That's Carolina. That's
You feel-
Carolina. But you know, over in New York, they got a Cairo over here in New York. It's a Cairo over here in New York. I forget where. But yeah, you can look that up too about Cairo, New York. That's chilling somewhere over here, somewhere. I forget where. But yeah.
I think that's right there. Ain't that it up there? If you go up a little bit, or I might be tripping. I think I synced it.
I see New York. I see Delaware right here. I see, I don't know if that's Connecticut or.
If you go up just a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's on here. All of that ain't New York no more.
Word. Is that what is that? I swear I seen. It might not be though.
No, yeah, I know we seen Cairo right here.
Word.
Carolina, though, that's for Carolina. But like I told you about the Carolinas, man. This is the English Empire that went and took over this land, which is where a lot of Indians were. And because like I said, all of this was Florida. See what I'm saying? All that shit was Florida. But look at what we got it at. Look what the fuck they calling this shit. They ain't even calling it Florida no more. Where's Florida? Colonizers came. That's what happened.
You don't even see Florida on that John.
They took Florida completely off of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm showing it to you. Because what happened? We see New Mexico right there. They attack, they fighting for Florida right now. This is when Louisiana is about to be dropped on the map. You see what I'm saying?
Man,
Fighting, they out here fighting all of us off. That's what I'm telling you. We was being attacked from all sides, bro. New Mexico. See what I'm saying? They came and they did their thing over here. Mind you, this is more desert land. So it's not a lot of people living in these areas. You see what I'm saying? It's still enough, but it is not as populated as it is over here. So you need more men over here in this area to fight. You see what I'm saying?
man, that shit was a all-out warfare.
So you got 9 different areas that was calling themselves New Something because they were taking land from other people.
Just coming in, just taking shit, just taking land. Just taking land.
And I showed y'all where Florida was here. It ain't here no more on this map. So let's go back. Because yeah, the plot only thickens from here. It don't get better for motherfuckers. It only thickens from here. Look at this. This map actually came 14 years after the one we just looked at. It was published in 1694, but look at this. Based on a map published by Nicholas Sanson in 1650. You know what I'm saying? So this is really a 1650 map that has been reinvented into a 1694 swag. So they pretty much renamed what they do know of certain cities into this map. But what pops back up? Florida. You see, when colonizers make their maps, they take certain things out.
Fluoride.
But Florida.
Back on there.
Fluoride. You want to take a ride? Fluoride. Florida, right? Florida. You know what I'm saying? Florida. Right here.
Or you can still
look how big it is, though. Look how far down it stretches into.
Big as hell.
Look at how far it stretches down into what they would call Mexico. And look at who's in the way. Nuevo Mexico.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
And then you got
And then Mexique Nouvelle España, which is New Spain.
Guatemala.
España. So Mexico, New Spain. That's right. Y'all still going with the same damn name.
You got Guatemala right there.
Let's go ahead and show them Cuba again. Jamaica, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
And I think
Trinidad.
Still pronounced Florida. They probably just spelled it with an E. Florida.
That's what I'm saying. That's how they said it. Florida. That's what I'm saying. It's just how they say it up.
Yeah, they just spelled it with an E. I don't even think it was fluoride.
No, it wasn't no fluoride. That's what I was just saying that to be funny.
Yeah.
Florida. Yep.
Factual.
Florida. And then you got, you know what I'm saying, that's probably why they named it fluoride. So when you type in fluoride, Florida don't ever fucking pop up. But anyway.
That part.
Virginia. Look at Virginia. El Apache. Look at that. El Apache, where the Apache Indians were, huh? Florida Francois. See, them French came and took this area. See what I'm saying? Look at Canada. Canada, Nouvelle France.
And then what's that right there? Oh, that's right next to Florida too. That's Lake Superior.
No, that's Hudson Bay.
No, right there.
Oh, right here. It is Lake Superior, yeah.
Yep.
And then, but look at the lake. Look at Lake Michigan. It wasn't called Lake Michigan at the time. It was called Lake des Ponts.
Des Ponts, yeah.
And look at this right here. What the fuck is that? Carinandi Medusa. I don't know how the hell to say that.
Carinandi
Medusa.
Carinandi
Medusa. That shit hard as hell.
Yeah, that's that. But you know for a fact. you know for a fact that's a French name right there because that Dulce, that Dulce, whatever you however you pronounce, that's French
You
as
can tell
fuck.
that they put it together with what used to be there. Because this Caradondi, that ain't no motherfucking French shit right there. This
Yeah, but that
Caradondi,
yeah,
that's not them. But this myrrh is also from the Americas. You see what I'm saying? This
exactly.
Dulce is like you said, that might be them. That
That's
Dulce.
French. Yeah, that's
That
French for
Dulce.
sure. Cause they
But
yeah,
yeah.
that's exactly how you pronounce they shit and that's how you spell they
So
shit.
this lake probably was called Lake Currendandi. That's probably what it was called, Lake Currendandi, before they came and did this shit. Because this one is called Lake de Ponds, Lake Superior, and then this is says Currendandi Mernus. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Some
when they
fucking
did some extra shit with it for no reason.
complex ass shit. That's on Lake
See, look,
Ontario.
yep, the same with Ontario. Before it was called Lake des Louis. What?
St.
Lake
Louis
des
right there.
Louis?
That's St. Louis.
That's another French motherfucker. Because you know the Louisiana, I found out is from the French. The Louise.
Exactly.
Because
St.
look, here you go
Louis.
right here. Iroquois right here. I don't know what that is, but they call that shit Iroquois right here. And that's right under Michigan. And then of course they don't got the Nuevas. See, they got the Nuevas going on, but they was pinching them in again off that one map. Remember that map where I told you he ain't do too well on actually mapping out how this looked over here. So he wasn't able to squeeze in all them damn states that were naming themselves at that time. But yeah, Florida right here, New Mexico right there. You got the New Canada, and this is the main thing. Here you go. Look, New Value. Dan, who the fuck is this? This Denmark.
Denmark.
What is Denmark doing over here? You see what I'm saying?
New Denmark too.
What's Denmark doing over here? Look at New North Wales and New South Wales. They still here. What are they doing over here? Huh? What are they doing over here? Look at Cumberland Isles. They just up here just taking up all this Iceland. You know what I'm saying? All this shit that turned into Canada later on. Because all that becomes Canada later on. Look
Exactly.
All these people just trying to take new land. Look, Nouveau Groenland. That must have been Greenland right there. It got to be Greenland. You see what I'm
Probably
saying?
is. Look at all that green.
And then that means this is Iceland right here, but it had a different name at the time. I'll be Iceland. Look, Iceland. I knew it. There you have it. So this is my whole thing. You know French and Spanish. They speak different languages, but they over in the same area, right? Like Spain and France is near each other, you know? They don't believe they touch each other, but I do know they're in the same vicinity of each other.
Oh yeah, they definitely in Spain and France. They definitely in the same vicinity.
Yep. So
and they both in Europe, so yeah, they definitely in the same vicinity.
Right. So that means they know of each other, right? Which means they can trade in what you call it. They can share knowledge with each other, right? So you got the French in the north, you got the Spanish in the south, right? So when they come here to take people, they know the knowledge of the people down here. So when they send people over from here into there, they can trick these people. That's how they trick these people out of their lands over here, because they was able to trick them and make them think that they were gods coming across the water. If you go look in the stories, they was thinking some of these white people were gods coming across the water. And they tricked them and they stuff over and killed their leaders in front of their people. And then they found out they weren't the gods that they thought they were. You know what I'm saying?
And it makes sense too, because them two so close together, who was doing most of the taking over? Who was doing most? They was doing most of the taking over.
Right. While they not really telling the whole world what they doing before they, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to make sure they get as much as possible before the rest of the world get over here. See what I'm saying? Which is what they did. And they did well. So this is why I did this, because they're both speaking different languages, right? So why do they have the same damn ideas? Mexico, New Spain, or New Español, you know what I'm saying? But you got the same thing right here. Canada, New France. They're doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So you
Real
can't tell
shit.
me New Mexico was y'all. You can't tell me New Mexico was the Mexicans. You can't tell me that. You see what I'm saying?
Can't
When I
touch
see
all.
y'all doing this, I see
You
y'all
can't
over
touch
here.
all.
I see y'all over here in Nouvelle with the new Spain, and I see the new France, and then I see the new Mexico. You see what I'm saying? New Spain, new France, new Mexico, and then all the other new English people. That's when all the English people came over here. You see what I'm saying? And to help the English, you gave all the English all of this land of America, of the North America. Then you gave all the Canada, you gave them up that upper land. You see what I'm saying? The French got Canada, the English got America, which where we at, and the Spanish got all of Mexico and South America.
Exactly.
So it was fair trade for everyone. Even though the French didn't get as much as they wanted, they still got more land than what the English got. The English just got the better part of the land. You see what
They
I'm
did.
saying?
They
Got the best
did.
part of the land.
They did.
In South America, and the Spanish still has some of the best parts of the land. You see what I'm saying? So they got a more of a fair trade than that of France. You see what I'm saying? But Canada still has what they have. So when they talk about nations, these are the three people that really took over.
Exactly. And it's crazy too, because when you think about like the two main languages that's spoken all over the world is English and it's Spanish. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying, like you said, the French, they didn't get as much land as, you know what I'm saying, the Spaniards did. But when you go into Canada, one of the biggest countries in the world, nigga, they speak English and they speak some French. Some French, my bad. It's crazy.
Yep. So France still in the third place for things, but then again, look at what they did. They made
Still third
California
place though, like you
an
said.
island. They still want to make California an island. Look
Exactly.
at that. Isle de California. So you still had discrepancies about this land. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But 1694 published, but it's a 1650 actual map. So that map is actually 1650. So it's before the dates of the maps that we actually were looking at.
Right.
Which explains why Florida is on this map and not on the other ones. And why we see more new this, new that on the other map and not this one. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a newer map than this one. But
Exactly.
this just goes to show what they did, you know, what they came out here and was doing out here, taking these lands from us. And, you know, it's a lot of people that, you know, they want to say certain things. They want to, I'm so glad I found this map. I got to re-download this one.
Man, people got to look into their history.
Huh? Sure do. Yep. Replace
Your
that.
history.
Oh, now let's open this map up. This one.
Hey,
This
after
one's
this one,
interesting.
I gotta get off this bitch because I gotta get up out of here and shit. It's getting close to the time since we started so damn late and shit.
No, that's all we going in. We did enough. We just went on these maps today. But
Nah,
see,
yeah, but we definitely gotta go in on the next one.
I'm gonna be
And
trans. I'm
continue.
gonna just go live on. I'm gonna go live on my TikTok after this, so you can just tune in over
Bet.
here. Continue
All right,
forward.
bet.
But yeah. So I'm gonna probably go on there and start breaking down some of these, see what these words mean. Because obviously I got a bigger crowd over there anyway. But I just like YouTube.
Yeah,
California.
no, for sure.
They do the same thing right here. They got the island right here, separated again. They're separating it again, acting like it's not a part of this landmass. So the question is to why they do this. That's just the first question as to why they separate the Californians. Is it because they're black? Maybe, but we'll get there later. Maybe we'll find out in the later things. But here you go again, the wave of Bisaya. So that motherfucker is still coming around. That motherfucker is still on the maps. You know what I'm saying? The wave of España. So New Spain is still being called that here. See what I'm saying? Then you got Nueva Granada, which is what they start calling New Mexico, right? You know what I'm saying? But look right over here, Florida.
Man.
Florida.
And that shit called what was that shit called? Nueva what?
Nueva Granada, which is Granada is over here in Mexico.
Man.
Granada
And
back
Nueva, Nueva is 10. I know Granada is close to Grande. That shit's big. I know. I don't know if that mean the 10th biggest state or I don't know what the fuck that mean. It got to be something close to that shit. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna
Nueva,
go look that shit up.
yeah, Nueva just new Granada, and yeah, I don't know what Granada means, but new whatever. But I just know this is just them renaming shit because New Granada became New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? New Granada, New Mexico. They was just probably going back and forth between which name they really wanted to call it. But see, real dead Nueva Mexico, like right next to it. Like you got certain cities over here. What they got a city called Los Playas. What happened to that city? Lost Playas. What happened to Lost Playas, bro?
Feel me?
Lost
You feel
Playas.
me? Lost players, nigga. What?
Man. Rio del Norte, so they have some real cities out here. But like I said, they separated California so hard you really don't know what part of these lands this is. You see what I'm saying? You really don't know what that is, what states are, is possibly this land is. Maybe Nevada or something. Who knows? But like, so Florida right here, you got Virginia being headed to, you know what I'm saying? Florida. I don't know what this was, but they obviously separated it from Virginia and Florida. So this has to be some colonizer stuff or just another city. Is that River Jordan? Is that R Jordan? Are y'all trying to tell me that's Jordan River right here? I don't know what's going on right there. But that's interesting. So we got Virginia,
Man.
we got Nova.
Yeah, no, you right. Nueva. So Nueva is new, but Grande is same thing as Grande, which is big. So I don't know why the fuck they
So
remain there. I guess the new big state or the new big something. You know what I'm saying?
new big land, new big country, new big something.
New big land. There you go. New big continent or something. Yeah.
Nova Anglia. I wonder if this was what the fuck is Nova Anglia? But that's what I'm saying. Look at this shit. You got Francia, Nova Canada, Nova Francia, which is the new France, right? We already saw those. Terra Nova. You got a whole Nova Britannia. The new North Wales and the new South Wales. Lets you know that Wales and all them were running around over here. But it's just crazy when you look at these maps. Because I'm definitely going to be translating some of these because I want to know what these are saying right here. I want to know what they're trying to tell you right here. It's definitely some information on that. Look at these motherfuckers, man. Whitewash the hell out of this shit. Damn shame. Look at these, man. What's wrong with them? But yeah, I like this map too. Yeah, man. That's the maps. That's the maps of the day, man.
Man, you
I gotta show you the oldest map because that's the last one, the 1544 map. I gotta show you the 1544 map to show that they asses was not over here. That's the most important map. So let's go ahead and pull that one up.
You niggas wasn't here. Sorry to tell you that. 1542, man.
America.
That's what they need some alcohol of. Fuck the 1942, nigga. We need some 1542.
1542.
We need some history on some history when we sipping some shit, man. These niggas want to only go back as far as 1942. We need the 1542. Drop some real history on you niggas.
Hell yeah. Oh, damn. I fucked up. Hold on. I closed it.
Nah, I give you your props, nigga. You ain't even over here in halfway Mexico like I am. This nigga knew exactly Nova, Nueva, all that shit mean new. Cause I did notice. I remember, like Spanish. You know what I'm saying? When speaking to Spanish, they got different names that mean the same thing. Different words that mean the same thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you right. And then when I just remember Granda, I'm like, Granda is too close to Grande. I know that got to be big. And I looked that shit up. It was like, it's the same thing as Grande, Granda.
Right.
So yeah, you was on point with your shit for sure.
And I already showed y'all this 17. This motherfucker. Show this the last stream if y'all didn't see this one, but this is 1720 map, Louisiana. But
1728.
that map, this map, that's just that, you know what I mean? Because I got maps that has newer, which let me scroll over to. Huh. Boom. Florida. That same map that you just saw. Look at that. What was Louisiana is actually Florida. This map is older, 1695. Florida. Look at that. The wave of Mexico, right? Oh, look at Canada's all in the waves, the Francis. Can you see this?
Man.
Can you see this map?
I can, but hold on. Let me do my zoom.
No, I'm zooming in now. I'm just
No. You good? Yeah, you good. Yep, I can see it for sure. Yep, Florida, Coca.
Yeah. All right, bet. Because this map right here from 1562.
Hold on, zoom out. That shit look like. Now, what the fuck is that?
That's South America right here. This South America. America.
Yeah, I'm about to say that look too familiar, nigga.
Right. That's the Americas, I'm
like, I'm like, that look too familiar, my guy.
I didn't mean to do that. This is the 1562 map, but I'm looking at the same map right here. There we go. So this is the same map as that one, but it's just only an angle of it. Florida right here. Let me click on this one. All right. Here we go. So Terra, Florida. Look, Nueva Galicia. You know what I'm saying? They started making a movement. Nueva España. So New Spain was still called that in 1562.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So I'm showing you that in between 1542 and 1562 was when they got the movement, when they got the cracking cases.
That's when the niggas got starting this takeover.
I gotta click through because I don't know exactly which one it is.
But man, I'm about to sign up. My mama, she just called and shit. Let me see what the fuck she talking about.
All right, bet. I'm gonna end off this for the people. I found the map for y'all, and this is the 1542 Florida map. Now you really can't tell because America is flipped upside down. So as I rotate it, you will realize America right here. As I follow this line, this is America. This is America. There go Mexico right here. There go the Cuba Islands and the other islands right here. Just showing y'all because I know my nigga Cash about to run up out of here. But these are the maps of 1542. And so I'm just showing y'all this is America upside down, the opposite way of how they draw maps. So I'm about to flip it back the other way so we can read it correctly. And you will see, look, Florida. Florida is here. All this is Florida. There is no Nuevo Mexico over here. There is no Nuevo, none of that. It's just Mexico right here. See what I'm saying? With Mexico right here. Over here on that piece. On that piece that we know of that goes down out of America. And what you got right here, Florida. They've depicted different Indians throughout here. They even got a unicorn drawn on here for whatever reason. This is it. This is America. Y'all see that? Y'all see this shit? Look, Florida. Florida is literally the oldest state, the oldest country in this North American area. Everything else has been renamed. You know what I'm saying? Nueva España. We know that Nueva España from the old maps that I showed y'all is New Mexico. You already know that. All that shit is New Mexico. So there you have it, y'all. And I'm going to be going live on my TikTok, so y'all make sure y'all tune into my TikTok. It's the Insightful Inhabitants over there as well. So y'all tune in, man. We ain't done. We still got more to drop on y'all. But these maps, that's what y'all needed to see. Y'all needed to see that these motherfuckers was coming in from the outside. This is what they told y'all. You know, we need to find the other maps. We need to find the older maps. The maps of the 1500 flat. We need to find those maps and see what they're really hiding, because this is as far as back I can find a 1542 map. But if you can find some older maps, definitely let me know about it. But shit, man. That's the time that we have, y'all. I'm glad y'all tuned in. Y'all be safe, y'all be easy. And we gonna continue to drop more knowledge, man. So y'all just tune into my TikTok, man. Insightful Inhabitants. Make sure y'all look it up. And that's INSITEFUL Inhabitants. Y'all be easy, y'all be smooth out there, man. Peace to everybody.